More croquet from the desert, tucked between the Salton Sea and Los Angeles, in the shadow of Mount Jacinto, we find Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage, and the Mission Hills Country Club, the epicenter of croquet in the western United States. You can see the two croquet lawns right and left, surrounded by multiple tennis courts. This is the 2022 USCA National Championships. American rules croquet coming from the Mission Hills Country Club in Rancho Mirage, California. Your tournament director on site is Rich Curtis. I think Jeff Sue may have set up the player pairings ahead of time before he went to Australia to play in the McGraw. I'm designating Nick Gray as the tournament manager because he and Donna Dixon were very helpful in securing accommodations for Brian Hovis, your videographer, who's also responsible for these lovely drone shots. We are, of course, now the official YouTube channel of the United States Croquet Association. You can get everything you want to know about croquet from the USCA. So check it out and think about joining this wonderful community of ours. In addition to the USCA, we're very grateful for sponsorship from Chris Barley and Stuart Price that lets us do things like fly Brian Hovis to Mission Hills and get extra games. The format for the final was double elimination. In this semifinal, we see the winner of the First Life A bracket against the winner of the Second Life A bracket. All the bracket information comes from croquetscores.com, run by Tim Murphy in Australia, who is more than deserving of any donations because this platform is absolutely critical to keeping the croquet community informed about tournaments around the world. He covers golf croquet, AC croquet, and the addition of American Six Wicket in the last couple of years has been immensely useful to me. This is what it looks like courtside, and the scenery can take the sting out of losing to a certain extent. There's a wonderful gondola ride to the top of Mount San Jacinto there with a beautiful observatory area and magnificent views of the whole valley. Playing blue in the semifinal is Sherif Abdelwahab, -3.5. 19 national championships, the first in 1999. He lost in the first round of the First Life bracket and fought his way to win the Second Life bracket to get into this semifinal against Randy Cardo at -3.5, who has 3 national championships, the first in 2015. Randy won the First Life bracket. This is a single game contest. Whoever wins goes into the final, which is 2 out of 3. If you have yet to standardize how you put your ball on the 9-inch starting line at Hoop 1 when you want to get an angle on a ball you want to clear, Randy's method works pretty well. He finds the center of the approach line to the hoop, puts the ball on that, then centers the shaft of his mallet on the ball. Then he can place the ball at the end of a line 4.5 inches from the shaft, which, because he has an 11-inch mallet head, means halfway between the end of the mallet and the 9-inch line that's used to mark balls in on the boundary. It's also important to remember that the front of the ball goes on the line, not the center of the ball. Take your mallet and the rule book out to hoop 1 and figure out how all that works on your mallet. Here I initially expected Randy to stay near hoop 3 to keep blue from setting up there, but he may have been concerned that if black gets in and gets hold of blue, then he'd be a victim of a croquet out at blue's hoop. Two basic approaches to this two-ball situation in the beginning of an American rules game. One is you just get in line behind the guy who's ahead and hope that he makes a mistake. Two is you guard the hoop that he's for and stall his progress while you wait for reinforcements from the out game. What may have kept Randy from leaving red over by hoop 3 just then was that black could have come in on that turn, rushed peeled blue, and then done a croquet out to red by blue's hoop 3. That scenario is pretty much off the table now, so he's going to try to slow blue's progress at hoop 4. Making sure black can't clear yellow. If you're going to guard a hoop, it's best to do it from mid-boundary so that if you take this 30 or 40 footer at a ball set up in front of hoop 4 and you miss, you'll just reload and do it again from the middle of the south boundary on the next turn. If you try to guard hoop 4 from corner 4, you'll be in corner 2 if you miss. He's trying to put both balls in the game here. And since he's now responsible for blacks having made the hoop, he has to move the clip. This is almost too good. He wants to leave yellow for black, so he has to hit it first. And he's almost hampered by red. And red and yellow are both for hoop 2. Precise shooting on these shots you use to join up is important in terms of taking advantage of the opportunity that Sherif just gave Randy at hoop 2. If red doesn't have a rush, then black gets out of trouble. So play it safe, put blue well behind the break that red's about to get. Or because red has to come from a long way away and might have a problem, put blue in position to guard hoop 3, making it at the same time a little bit vulnerable to either attack or a croquet out. Randy obviously knows that in a standard 3-ball break, the one-back Pioneer yellow goes south and east of the hoop. But he's planning on picking up black off the north boundary. In the split shot, sending black to 2 back and red to the 1-back Pioneer is better served with that 1-back Pioneer deeper like that. It's interesting. Yellow is in the kind of escape ball, remote Pioneer position that you use in the modern sextuple peel in AC. Randy's not really even using triple peels as a tool yet. He's done 3 in 131 games. But I bet he'll get around to it one of these days. And here, whether he meant to or not, and because it's 2 hoops early, he is leaving the spent ball at yellow's hoop, setting up the leave. Eight hoop break. It started when black stuffed hoop 2. Nice lead. Partner dead. Sherif cleared blue, but black is still dead on yellow and blue. Yellow's clean and could make his hoop 2 off blue, but blue's the danger ball. He's only going to get 1 hoop out of it, and he passes up the opportunity to join up with red and do something useful on his next turn with yellow. And of course, if he roquets red, then he has a break. He's ahead. No need to go first. It honestly probably doesn't matter much whether he goes to corner 1 or corner 2 because red is dead on yellow and can't do a croquet out to him no matter where he goes. What do you want to do? You can make an argument that the setup like this is the most important shot in golf croquet. Pretty darn useful here, too. Randy's obviously shooting at black. I don't know what blue is shooting at. He's going to hit it hard enough that if he hits it, he'll clearly knock it out. Maybe he's just trying to give black a double target after it makes 2. And anyway, he shanked it. Watch the mallet head twist off, consistent with an off-center hit. Went out of bounds after 6 or 7 yards. These guys will take on anything. 50-foot shot at 3/4 of a ball, and if he hits that hoop, black has the spent ball to work with. I'm not sure I know what Randy's doing. He's not shooting it red because he never would have missed it that much. And the shot at blue and black is so unlikely to succeed. And he basically gives away a 3-ball break. Maybe he was just trying to go into corner one because he knew Sherif was going to do a croquet out to him down in the corner. This makes more sense. Yellow's out on the lawn, but he's dead on yellow, so he's shooting at black because he knows black has a break. And this is actually an amazing shot. It's a line ball. He couldn't have missed black by more than a millimeter because it stayed in all the way to corner one.
Question.
So 3-ball break for 5 hoops, 2-hoop lead, but black is a perfect pioneer for yellow's hoop too. Try for the roll on hoop 3. If you don't get it, you've left red a pioneer at 4 back, so just go back to partner now. Damn, these guys are good. So Sherif obliterated the 4 back plan, so let's go for hoop 3 instead. Or, since blue is still dead on yellow from setting that break for black several turns ago, block red's path to black.
Please line ball, right?
Yeah.
Look at that. He skinned the edge of that ball from nearly 100 feet, first on the left and on the right. You can see Red's clip on 4 backs. Black is the ball it wants.
Watch for this goes out, right?
Yep. Oh, you got it right in the center line. Very nice. Boy, you almost got that. You almost got that. That was a big move.
He was playing for the rush on red to 4 back, but with no pioneer down there. Let's try something else. Red took the 1 back clearance. That's what you came to see. But as spectacular as that was, it's still a tactical trade-off between one, getting black off the lawn and clean of three-ball deadness, and leaving blue all by itself on the east boundary against the player who will do a croquet out from anywhere. Or who will attack from anywhere.
Yeah. You also did on red. Not bad, Don. Is that on blue? No. What is that on blue? Red's dead on black and yellow. You have to come through with switch this way. Oh no, 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 no. First, that's my pleasure. Can't hit anything.
Another quasi-deep one-back pioneer. Must be going after black on the boundary again. I don't know why I'm so fascinated with this, but does he tap red and do a long takeoff? Or does he rush red closer to the boundary, make it easier to pick up black, but harder to reincorporate red into the break after he makes one back? Rushing red closer is clearly safer, and it's 3 feet off the boundary, so it shouldn't be hard to pick up. But unless he gets a rush on red now, it's going to be a long roll shot. As in the Hogan roll, popularized by Joe Hogan, the famous New Zealand player who used to love to pick up the fourth ball in corner 4 in AC and do a split shot from there to hoops 2 and 3 to keep a triple P a long time. So even though it may not be technically correct, I keep calling any split shot that sends both balls from one end of the lawn to the other a Hogan roll. And here it looks like he's working the leave already. Blue is the danger ball, and red is for rover. So he could leave blue down here and never pick it up, just 3-ball his way to the peg. But letting yellow hit red was a mistake. It would have been so much easier if he'd gotten a rush on red. Plenty of power. 3-back Pioneer's a bit astray. Lovely constellation of stars in the audience. Jody Rugart, the lowest handicap woman in the country, next to the water cooler, and then Blake Fields, the 16-year-old rising star from Mission Hills, flanked by 2 giants in the game, Sherif and Brian Cumming, who won the doubles in this tournament with Stuart Lawrence, who will reappear under the canopy over there in a second in the dark jacket. Yeah, he's going to leave red up here and not even pick up blue, probably. But red's dead on yellow and blue, so what he has to do to finish this is get red a rush on black to rover. Okay, so he's going to do the leave now and not even make penult, maybe because he doesn't want to get pegged out should Sherif get back in.
So is he actually playing a game?
Yeah, this is semifinal.
So they play against themselves?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, so he's going to run and hide with red and yellow and give red a rush on yellow so we can make Rover off black. The only problem with that is that red was for Rover when it set the leave for yellow starting in hoop 5, and it hasn't made a hoop since then. So red is dead on yellow. So it's either a senior moment on Randy's part or something's wrong with the board. One cool thing about these top level players, you can never tell when they realize that they made a big mistake. And red's dead on blue too, so this works for Sherif.
Come on, get lucky ones. Oh, son of a gun.
He knows he's right next to the microphone. Here, I'm going to have to leave room for the possibility that Randy did this intentionally, expecting to be able to hit black on this shot. But even if that's true, there were better ways to do this than leave your two balls, which are partner dead, together. Maybe Randy will straighten out my thinking in the comments when he watches this. Yellow's dead on black, so black will protect blue from yellow and give blue a rush on black to yellow's current position. And there's no way Sherif expects Randy to stay there. Which is exactly what Randy did anyway. Sherif's thinking, what am I missing? Randy's a clever guy. This must be a trap. He could have left yellow there because of its deadness, and he wanted Sherif to come try to pick it up and get dead himself, but that's pretty risky against somebody of Sherif's caliber. I think time ran out before Sherif hit this shot, making blue the first ball in last turns. So black to the peg ties it up. He would have preferred to run the break with blue so that he could have peeled red through rover and pegged it out and secured the lead, but he'll take this, especially with red only live on black, which is almost a boundary ball. That guards 3 back in case black bounces off and gives him a line shot on rover.
Where you going?
And the score is tied. You could pause it now and decide what you would do, or just watch what he does. Yellow plays next, his last ball and last turns, and is only live on blue. So he has to give yellow a shot on blue. He wants it to be a long one. And he needs to put yellow down near its own hoop. So there are 2 lines of defense here. One is the long shot that yellow has to hit blue, and 2 is the long shot to get back to its hoop. With the peg and panel in the way, he has to be very careful not to give yellow a wiring lift. Just like in Top Gun Maverick, there's miracle number one. And there's miracle number two. You'll have to watch the movie to see what I'm talking about, and no, I don't get a cut from Tom Cruise. We'll have to let Beverly decide whether Randy's call sign should be Maverick or just Top Gun. So the score's tied, and now we start the second round of last turns with the black ball missing. And Stuart Lawrence, realizing that the blue flag is out of position,
Board correct.
and here, if blue just goes and sets up in front of four back, then red goes to yellow, and yellow comes and moves blue. Plus, red is dead on blue.
Blue, I believe. Yeah.
Blue's the one that pegged out. Black, right?
No, I think blue is first ball.
The yellow's last.
Yellow is left.
What a joy to have an opponent ball in the box. So do you take off from here, try to make rover, and then peg out? So that when blue makes 4 back, he has to hit red to do something. No, you go move blue instead. At the beginning of the first last turns, blue rushed black over to yellow, roquet yellow, and laid black a rush to his hoop. 3 back. Yet blue has not made 4 back since then and remains dead on yellow. But they're both acting as though it's not. He does not have to wire yellow from blue. Blue's only live on red. It must be something in the air affecting either them or the board keeper or both. Or maybe it's me. If I miss something, somebody let me know in the comments. I think he should be shooting at red here, but even if he hit it, it would be a long angled takeoff to get back to 4 back. So, Randy Cardo's double miracle Top Gun maneuver compensates for some interesting tactical decisions, and he takes Sherif Abdelwahab by 1 hoop in the second round of last turns to make it into the final of the 2022 U.S. National Championships. Thanks again to the USCA, Chris Barley, and Stuart Price for their support. The final will be coming up soon.